What's up, everybody? Welcome to DFS by the Numbers. These are my DraftKings PGA picks for the Players Championship. All right, as always, before we get started, if you guys can leave a like, also subscribe if you haven't yet. I'd really appreciate that a bunch. But let's start with the course info here. We're at TCP Sawgrass, par 72, 7,189 yards, kind of a shorter course compared to what we saw last week. You got 4 par 3s, 10 par 4s, 4 par 5s, and some of the key stats we're going to be looking at this week: par 5 average, strokes gained on approach; par 4 average, strokes gained off the tee; birdie better percentage; and bogey avoidance. This week, the contests are humongous. Lots of money to be made. I'm really looking forward to it. And let's just start with the 10K range here. You got Rory, 11,700, which you might think's a little expensive, but this guy has been absolutely phenomenal. Rory won last year, average finish of 29 here in his last 5 tournaments played. He's been insane this year with all 6 tournaments finishing inside the top 5. He's third in strokes gained off the tee, second in strokes gained on approach, and first in birdie better percentage. I don't think you can go wrong with playing Rory ever. I mean, I'm going to keep playing him until he falls off, but he hasn't finished outside the top 5, so I think he's a really safe play, and I think you can pay up for him this week, especially with a lot of 7K plays this week as well. So I like Rory quite a bit. John Rahm, 11,000, finished 12th here last year, average finish of 8.2 in his last 5 tournaments, 5th in strokes gained off the tee, 3rd in bogey avoidance, 6th in birdie better percentage, and 15th in par 4 average. He's elite as well. Wouldn't be surprised if you saw him in the top 10 at all. You get that $700 off of Rory if you want to go down to Rahm. That's fine. I think you can play all 3 of these guys honestly, but I think Rory's probably the safest, and I would be surprised if Rory had a bad tournament here. He's just been on fire all year. Justin Thomas, 10,800. Average finish at 29.6 here, which isn't, insane or anything like that, but finished inside the top 5 4 out of 8 times this year, so that's half the times he's played this year. 8th in strokes gained on approach, 3rd in par 4 average, 2nd in birdie better percentage. I say this is more of a GBP play because he definitely has the ability to do good, but I just see Rahm and Rory. I'd be really surprised if they had a bad tournament, so I can see Justin Thomas maybe having a bad tournament, but when Justin Thomas is on, he's on, and he'll get a good finish. So more of a GPP play. Going down the 9K range, Adam Scott, 9,600, has missed 1 cut here since 2010, which is pretty good. Average of 15 in his last 5 tournaments here as well, so really good course history here. He's 14th in strokes gained on approach, 10th in par 4 average, 14th in bogey avoidance, and 9th in birdie better percentage. I like Adam Scott quite a bit at 9,600. Patrick Cantlay, 9,800, finishes of 102, which is pretty awful. 22, 23 here. Average finish of 14.8 in his last 5 tournaments. 5th in strokes gained on approach, 3rd in par 4 average, and 3rd in birdie better percentage. So he did have that 102 place finish. Other than that, he was 22nd and 23rd. I think is a fine play at 9,800. Honestly, I'm not going to go crazy in this range, and even probably not going to go crazy in the 8K range because I do want to get Rory, and I definitely think you can get Rory and maybe some 8K guys, and especially some 7K guys in there. But if you want to go in this 9K range, I do think there's all 4 of these guys are great options to use as well. But I think it's going to be tough to get like a Rory and Scott in your lineup. So Webb Simpson, 9,200, another great option here. Finishes of 16-1 and 16 in his last 3 years played here. Has been top 10, 4 out of 10 tournaments this year. 4 out of 5 tournaments this year, my bad. 7th in strokes gained on approach, 1st in par 4 average, 1st in bogey avoidance, and 1st in birdie better percentage. So like we see right there, really good stats for Webb Simpson. 9,200 is a great price for him as well. Bryson finishes of 20 and 37 here, average finish of 13.4 in his last 5 tournaments. 2nd in strokes gained off the tee, 6th in par 4 average, 3rd in bogey avoidance, and 4th in birdie better percentage. Bryson's another fine play as well. So don't mind all 4 of these guys. All 4 of these guys are great plays. So, but yeah, I do want Rory. But if I'm gonna have lineups without Rory, I'm going to have these 4 in them. I haven't really checked yet, but I think it's gonna be hard to put Rory and one of these guys in a lineup. But maybe you can. Maybe you can do it. But I'm not sure you can. But if you can, that'd be great. That'd be a great build there. 8K range here. We got Hideki, finishes of 8, 119, 22, 17. And 7. So other than that 119th place finish, he's been really good here. Current form of 25.6. He's 5th in strokes gained on approach, 5th in par 4 average, 6th in bogey avoidance, and 5th in birdie better percentage. Hideki's a fine play, 8,800. Sungjae M, 8,600. Finished 81 here last year. Average finish of 21.7 in his last 5 tournaments. He's been playing very well. He's 12th in par 4 average, 8th in birdie better percentage, and he's made 12 out of 13 cuts this year, which is extremely good. Patrick Reed, 8,500, finishes of 77, 24, and 137 here, so not the best course history. He's an average finish of 31 in his past 5 tournaments. He's second in stroke skin putting, 12th in par 4 average, 8th in birdie better percentage. Really good stats here, 8,500. I wouldn't be surprised if he definitely popped off at this tournament. He's a really good stat fit. Sergio Garcia, average finish of 35 in his last 5 tournaments. I don't believe he's missed a cut here in 10 years, so that's really reassuring. Maybe he could be like a cash play, but average finish of 44 here with 5 for 5 and made cuts not here. Average finish of 44 this season with 5 for 5 made cuts this year. So Sergio Garcia could be like maybe a cash play because I don't think he's missed a cut in his last 10 years playing this tournament. All right, 7K range. I have a lot of guys listed here because I have a lot of interest in this range. Colin Morikawa, 7,900, has made 11 out of 11 cuts this year. No history here, which is a little concerning, but he should be fine. Average finish of 24.6 in his last 5 tournaments. 4th in strokes gained on approach, 18th in birdie or better percentage, and 8th in par 5 average. So I like Colin Morikawa quite a bit. I've been playing him the past couple of weeks. I'm going to keep doing that. Definitely going to have him in cash. Ian Poulter, 7,300, average finish of 31.2 here in his last 5 tournaments. Finishes of 32, 27, 13, and 16 this year. 22nd in strokes down approach, decent putter, and great history here. So I like Poulter quite a bit, especially at that price of 7,300. Daniel Berger, 7,200. Not the best course history. Average finish of 54 here, which is not good. Has been playing amazing, though, with the average finish of 17 in his last 5 tournaments. And he's a good stat fit as well. So hopefully he can have a good week this week, especially at 7,200. Billy Horschel, 7,500. Finishes of 26, 37, 123, 28, and 13. So pretty good other than that 123 finish. Average finish of 32.8 in his last 5 tournaments. Decent price here, but he's more of a course history play for me. Abraham Answer, 7,200, finished 12th here last year, average finish of 30.2 in his last 5 tournaments. Started off the year slow, but he's been on fire lately, and he has solid stats all around. So I like Answer quite a bit, especially at that price. So far I'm liking Morikawa and Answer probably the best. Poulter as well. I like Poulter as well. And then Berger and Horschel probably GPP plays, but they're pretty good plays as well. Tyrell Hatton, he won last week, 7,400. Poor course history, but he's been absolutely on fire. Like I said, he won last week. Average finish of 6.8 this year. Not the most exciting stats in the world, but he's been getting it done. 7,400, if you want to play him, you can. He did win last week, so I don't know how he's going to perform this week, but he's been playing unbelievable. Matt Kuchar, 7,800, probably a cash play here. Has won here before in 2012. Average finish of 40.8 in the last 5 tournaments here. Average finish of 29 in his last 5 tournaments played, and he's a great stat fit as well. So probably a cash play here with Kuchar. Wish he was a little bit cheaper, but 7,800 is definitely fair. Scotty Scheffler, here's like a GPP play. No course history here. Started out the year really, really good. Had 2 bad tournaments where he missed a cut and then had another poor performance. But he's been good since then, so hopefully he's got it together again. And he has great stats all around, so definitely wouldn't be surprised if he played very good this week. So I'm going to have some Scheffler as well. All right, we'll go in the punt range now. Don't really think you need to touch this range because there is so much value in the 7,000 range. But if you want to, Taylor Gooch, 6,900. Finished 111th here last year, has been playing great this year. Average finish of 31.6 in his last 5 tournaments, has made 12 out of 13 cuts. I think is a great value play. So I like Gooch quite a bit. 6,900 is a fine play. Joel Damon, 6,600, finished 12th here last year. Average finish of 19.8 in his last 5 tournaments. Stats are extremely, extremely impressive for his price tag of 6,600. So Damon at 6,600 I think is a steal. I like him quite a bit. Maybe have him in cash as well, but I think Gooch is cash viable as well. So that's about it. I'm going to give you guys my pick to win. I picked him to win last week. It didn't get it done, but he got that top 5. I'm picking him again this week. Rory, hopefully he can get it done this week. He's been in that top 5 of the past 6 weeks. Hopefully he can get that first place finish this week. So, all right, guys, that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. Also, subscribe if you haven't yet. You can also check out my Patreon if you want to support me some more. I'll put the link in the description. And, that's about it, guys. And good luck this weekend. Lots of great prizes out there. Let's win some money.